Governments, when they expand and impose their will on every aspect of life, have also departed from the will of nature. According to natural principles, society needs a governing body, just as bee colonies have queen bees and ant colonies have queens, but governments should be symbolic centers that unify hearts, not institutions of control. The more expansive and interventionist a government is, the more it violates the will of nature. Societies with more sufferings are those where governments exert excessive control. Societies with peace and happiness are those where governments better follow the will of nature. The institution of marriage violates the will of nature. It forcibly binds a man and a woman together, which goes against human nature and natural law. If it were in accordance with natural principles, there wouldn't be so many affairs or instances of infidelity. The desire to change others and change nature is against the will of nature. Examples include couples torturing each other emotionally, political parties slandering each other, religions in mutual hostility and fighting over followers, nations imposing sanctions and engaging in mutual contentment, and human attempts to reshape nature by reclaiming land from the sea, cutting forests to make farmland, damming rivers, altering riverbeds, transforming grasslands, wetlands, lakes, and deserts. All these are violations of the will of nature. Furthermore, disciplines like success studies, nutrition science, talent development, prenatal education, quick result training, ideologies, theories of truth, Buddhist scholasticisms, Western medicine, and cloning technologies are all contrary to the will of nature. Anyone who violates the will of nature will inevitably be punished by it. The punishment comes in the form of suffering, fear, despair, and even death through various disasters. Human intelligence always misses part of the picture, but the will of nature is the law that humanity must follow. In the 1,000-year and 10,000-year celestial kingdoms, people purely follow the will of nature, and everything there is peaceful, safe, warm, and auspicious. Following the will of nature brings many perplexities. People might ask, if there are no nations, who will provide security? If there are no laws or lawyers, who will resolve disputes? If there are no political parties, who will manage the country? If there is no marriage, how will humanity reproduce? If people migrate freely, won't everyone crowd into big cities? Without limits, will overpopulation become a problem? Without a strong government, won't people destroy the environment and turn into thieves and bandits? Without regulation, won't people fight endlessly over resources? To resolve these doubts and gain answers, we should not turn to human books of thought or historical experiences. Instead, we must read the book without words, study the heavens, the earth, and all phenomena of nature. Suppose there were no humans on earth, would the plant, animal, and insect kingdoms encounter problems? No, they would thrive. From them, we can discover the principles of mutual generation and restraint in the will of nature, as well as the mechanisms of natural regulation. We will find that wherever something becomes excessive or extreme, the natural world produces forces that curb that excess. If someone thinks that following the will of nature would lead to the law of the jungle, let them take a look at the southern celestial kingdom. There, they will find reasonable and lawful answers aligned with the true harmony.